Just excited about the win. Just the energy, the effort, just everything about the game was great. I mean, Florida State's a great team, and just really proud of the team, how they responded after the Duke game.
Faith, I mean, what happened in the second half? 6 points.
What a failure.
But, I mean, again, you've been on such a tear. Was today, like, the most in the zone you've been? I mean, you feel like you've asked the same questions to you, but,
Yeah.
I mean, you've been on such a tear recently.
I mean, my shot felt good today, and with Frankie and Lexie just giving me open passes, I was just able to knock it down.
Like, I think there was the one she hit
Oh,
right before halftime.
yeah.
You just started walking.
I knew, like, I was like, give it back to me so she'll play me right back. Like, all night, pretty much, I knew that I was just going to be racking up my assists, just passing her the ball. Going in.
You did.
How quickly did you guys, I mean, obviously the Duke performance was what it was. I mean, how much was today maybe a way to put that behind you quickly, getting off that fast start?
Absolutely. I mean, as soon as we got on the bus at that Duke game, I was, we were taking what we could from that game, but letting it go and having a short memory because we know we had another game in 2 days. And I think we prepared really well practicing, and we came out with a really big fight today, and I'm very proud of my team.
Did you see this coming at all?
I mean, you never know. You hope they don't have a hangover. But we did have good prep days, so that always, bodes well. And I know I don't know. There's a spirit about this team that they're not going to lay down and die. It's not going to be that we're going to be perfect every game. So I was glad to see kind of how we, regrouped and came. It's growth for us.
You swing right now at point.
Yeah.
We're just still trying to figure out.
Yeah, Tiff was she did well for so long, and then she started feeling tight, and again we have the luxury of having another point guard out there to get some experience. So who's to say it's not going to change again or whatever, but it's whatever works for us now is what we're going to go with.
Have you ever thought about starting Faith, or is she just such a...
Believe me, I think about it a lot. I have more conversations with myself and other people about it, but and I said this last time, the great thing about Faith is she doesn't care. It is what it is, and she's always going to deliver. So one day, believe me, it will happen. But whatever's working for us is going.
Faith, you probably never had to come off the bench up until last year, probably your whole life. How have you kind of just adapted to this?
Well, I kind of use it as an advantage by, watching the game and see what we need, like where the defense is, where I could get my shot off. So, it's kind of helpful sometimes, seeing the game before actually being in it.
I mean, even the Duke game when you came in, you guys were down big early, but as soon as you came in, you scored 6 straight points to kind of keep it competitive a little bit. Do you even worry about what kind of game it is at this point, or are you just kind of going into to give you guys a spark no matter what?
Faith mode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying, when I go out, I just try to feel the flow. And it's sometimes hard coming off the bench because you don't know, how the game is going when you're actually in it. So, I just try to be patient, whether on offense, and then when I see looks, I just take it.
How much of a boost do you guys get when she comes in?
I always say this, that the sixth man is your most important player on the team. I used to be the sixth man, so I know. I think Faith has been doing an unbelievable job coming off the bench and being that spark, and I appreciate it so much for everything that she does for this team. Yeah, so I mean, it's really, that's your one person. If you ask me the most important person on the team, I'd say it's your sixth man.
You guys showed off that you weren't, exactly a power forward today. 8 assists.
Bar!
showing your kind of versatility there. I mean, just it seemed like you were seeing things pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, my shooters were hitting, so I was just getting them the ball, honestly. Everyone was just making shots. I was just trying to get them easy layups or swings. They were just they were making me look good, honestly.
How did you think? I mean, 22 assists on 31 field goals. How do you think?
Well, we talked about coming out of the Duke game with 8 assists, and that really hurt us. And that really kind of was the crux of how we started the game. And so, again, we just talked about it. We've been working on it. Even 5-on-0 repping, you can't shoot until through 5 passes. So, again, I think anytime you can tell this team just a little nugget, it helps them. And I thought they did.
What do you think was so key for you guys defensively today, forcing 27 turnovers?
Just trying to play more aggressively. I mean, it helps when you're making the balance of both ends of the floor. You're making shots, everybody's a little bit more excited. So, And I thought we were patient on offense, which allowed our defense to get set, and then we just played aggressively.
Yeah, it's just like last Sunday when you see that. Now that you saw this as a win, not just a hard-fought loss.
Yeah.
But like, when you see a performance like that, it does make you think that this team is
It's capable.
better than its record.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But there's a lot of season left, and so we got. Well, it'll show up in the next, whatever games we have left.
I mean, like, do you feel like you guys are better than a 500 team?
Absolutely. I have 100%, 114% faith in my team and what we are capable of doing, and I'm excited about the future. I think this was a big step for us, just the way it felt. It was really fun, and I just felt like everyone was full of passion, which I don't think we've had at certain games, so I just think it was a really big step.
Obviously, you have the great performance against Notre Dame, and you come out in the Duke game. What's that? I mean, how do you carry this over this time instead of not letting
That's our challenge. That's our challenge. No matter, and I told the girls, no matter what the outcome of the game is, it's the performance in the game, and that's going to be our test.
What do you think is about Florida State? You guys just match up so well.
Sometimes it's just matchups. The zone. I think we're pretty good. I think we're a pretty good zone team, offensive team. So I think that helps us. And sometimes it just comes down to matchups. It really does.
Coach, you mentioned the energy earlier. It seemed like you were getting to all the loose balls. There was a play there midway through the second half. Frankie gets to a loose ball at half court. Tip gets a layup on the other end and one.
Yeah.
Was that play kind of indicative of just the tempo and the energy you guys have?
Who we need to be. Yeah. Who we need to be, exactly. So it's now our challenge is that who we're going to be, You want that team to show up every night.
And for Thursday, what makes playing Maryland a challenge? What stands out about them?
They're big. I mean, obviously they got a lot of All-Americans, Alyssa Thomas. They're big in the paint, so they're similar to Duke in terms of size inside. But again, it's I think as a coaching staff, we're going to learn from the Duke game. There's just things that I think we should do, those are things we can translate to the team. But again, you're always going to be in a game if you give your best effort like we did tonight.
And just one more. With Maryland moving to the Big Ten, does that make this last meeting more special, or?
No. Pretty much ACC opponent, one time at them, and we'll take our best shot.